Hi, I'm Catherine, and I'm just going to show you how I create a really smooth texture on my little pinch pots that I've been making. So I've been making these little pinch pots at the moment. So I'm creating a nice pinch pot and then adding the coiled foot and the coiled decoration around the outside. Lots of different patterns and forms. Little foot on, so they stand up nice and neat. So when I'm actually creating them, I create the pinch pot first and then I add the coils on separately, and then I add the foot on as well. So after I've created them, I let them go to a leather hard stage, and then I just use some very simple tools to get them really nice and smooth, like this texture here. You might get a few little lines on there, but that I'm not worried about that because the glaze will run over that and it will be fine. So after I've put the coils on, I try and smooth it down as much as I can, but this is still a little bit jagged, and you can see some of the lines that I've put on there using my fingers and my tools. So I'm just going to take a simple tool. So I've got like a hook on one side and a square cutter on the other, and I'm just going to go in between each one and just tidy these up, just tidy these coils up a bit. Okay, so I'm just going between coil to coil, tidying these up, and I'm going to go both ways from both directions. So I'm just going to go this way first and get any excess clay off here. I do both ways because then I'm using my tool to pull upwards instead of jagging it in and making some really not very nice marks. So I'm going down across and then using the tool just to come up. So I'm going to go round on each of these prongs, just smoothing them off, getting rid of any excess clay. Okay, so then I'm going to turn the pot around and I'm going to do it from the opposite side. So I'm going in the other direction now. So this way I make sure I'm getting all the bits that might be sticking up as I've been putting these coils on. Okay, that's got a little bit of a jagged edge there, so I'm just going to take that bit off, and I'm going to turn this tool around and just gently take that section away there. If I feel as if the foot's really uneven, I can use my tools just to scrape away and get that as even as I can, and again using this hook tool. I'm going to scrape that away, just getting the ring as even as I can. Doesn't matter if it's a little bit out of kilter, you know, these are handmade at the end of the day, and I don't want them to look as if they're being production produced. So I'm just going to go around tidying this up. Okay, so that's not too bad there. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I've got a bowl of water here, and I use a sponge, and I just use a dish sponge. So it's got like a rougher side on one and then a spongy side on the other. Please disregard the state of my sponge. It still does the job, but if you've got a fresh one, all the better. So I actually use the coarse side first, and I hold the pot and then actually push downwards. So I'm going over the coils and in between all the sections, and I'm pushing down and I'm pushing, and I'm using the coarser side of the sponge, and then that gets off any lines or any lumps and bumps. You might have to do this a couple of times to get it really nice and neat. And then what I would do then is go round all the coils round the outside as well. So I'll just continue down, and you can see that's getting nice and smooth instead of it being quite jagged. So I'm just using the coarse, and then I'll go then along with the nice smoother side of the sponge to get that nice and smooth. Okay, and on the inside I do exactly the same. I use the coarser side and then just go around into the pot with the coarser side first. I've used my metal kidney to scrape it out in the middle and get it as smooth as I can, but then I just use a sponge afterwards with the coarser side, and then I use the smoother side just going around, and then that creates a really nice smooth finish on the inside. And then once you've gone around and done that with everything, you would end up with a really nice smooth pot with coils, and then you've got a little ring on the bottom there. So I've really enjoyed making these. So I've been making quite a few with lots of different patterns on there. So I might make a couple more of these. So thank you for watching, and then that's how I actually smooth off my my coil pots. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.